So sometimes a negative customer experience and what might be perceived as friction can actually improve not only the relationship with that individual customer, but everyone watching going, wow, this is a company that has the customer experience mindset. What an amazing culture that a manager even responded to this bad review.
Hello, welcome to Capterra's Guest Network series where we talk to leading business influencers about how to work smarter by using the right software. I'm Niels Juist, and today we are tapping into the power of online reviews to make or break your business's customer experience. Our guest is Blake Morgan. She's a keynote speaker and author of 3 books on CX. Thank you for joining us, Blake.
Thank you for having me, Niels.
So some businesses are better than others when it comes to responding to online reviews and gathering them from their customers. What would you tell a CEO that doesn't see the value in that?
Today, you cannot avoid engaging customers and having their reviews displayed on your website. Most of us don't even trust a product that hasn't been reviewed. We really trust our peers more than we trust marketers or advertisers. So being proactive, and even if it's a little vulnerable for your brand, engaging and even promoting the reviews of your customers is a really important piece of your competitive strategy. And so understanding that even a bad review, if you can approach it in the right way, if you can listen and respond in a professional manner, it actually makes you look better. So don't delete negative reviews. Use those insights into improving your products and services and show the whole world that you are not afraid to respond to a negative review and you're not going to delete it from your website because it makes you look bad. If, again, the brand responds, it actually makes you look good and you can come out seen as a winner.
So in a Capterra survey that we just ran, online shoppers told us that the most popular way they share reviews is through private messages or group chats. How do you think you can incentivize happy customers to share positive reviews in a more public way?
It is so important to have reviews from your customers to engage with them on the channels that they're discussing. However, now with social media, with channels like WhatsApp, you don't necessarily want to obviously listen to customers in their own private messaging they're having with their friends and family because that will be seen as very creepy. However, it's really important to offer new products in these emerging channels like WhatsApp. And some brands are actually selling and providing services directly on WhatsApp and other emerging social media. So I think that we have to listen to customers. We have to understand what they're comfortable with, but we can also test the waters with new social media to sell on those emerging channels. We just have to ensure that the experience on those emerging channels is just as good as it would be in our actual physical store or on our website.
What is the most memorable way you have been asked to leave a review?
One of the ways I was asked to leave a review was recently I had an email from a retailer I bought a few dresses for my speeches because I spend a lot of time on stages and I spend a lot of time thinking about what I'm going to wear on those stages. And a brand called Nora Gardner out of New York, they sent me an email asking for pictures of me in the clothes, which I had already been posting because the nature of what I do is I post on social media, videos and LinkedIn and everything. So they offered me $50 off of my next purchase by sending them these photos. We as customers trust other peers way more than we trust marketers. And it's really helpful to see other people using the product that we seek, whether that's photos or even better videos, to get an idea of what it will actually look like on us. So I think that proactively seeking and soliciting reviews, pictures, videos of customers using our products is really, really important. And you don't even necessarily have to pay them because customers want to share about how they're using your products and services. And the more they love your products and services, the more they're going to want to share about how they're using them.
So for companies that are ready to start getting more reviews after watching this video, is there anything they can build into their review form to stand out?
Something that as a customer, I really look for is I want to know, let's say I'm shopping for clothes, which I do a lot of online. I want to know from other customers, are they the same height and weight as me? Because a small on one brand for clothing is going to look very different. And forget about it if it's European sizes. That's a whole other thing. So every single time I buy something, whether it's for me or my kids or my husband, I'm looking, who is the person reviewing this product? What's their height? What's their weight? What's their shoe size? How did they use the product? Anything specific. So let's say it's a clothing brand. In your form, it would be really smart if you said, please add your height and weight to help other customers that might be shopping for the same product. So I think the more specific you can get in what you ask for, whether that's a form or just some text, when you're soliciting the review from the customer, the better the customer experience will be, because it's really going to help customers like me figure out, is this product going to work for me?
So we already talked a little bit about how companies should respond to negative reviews. Are there any other ways that you can think of that companies can turn negative customer reviews into a positive customer experience in the end?
You know, in a relationship, when you have a fight with your best friend or your partner or your spouse, and afterward you actually become closer, it's interesting to me how that friction can actually create a better relationship. And the point is that if you listen to a customer that's upset, you let them vent, you address it, you respond, and then you make changes based on what they told you. This is so powerful. This is the best marketing that you could ever do. And you'll find that if you look at reviews, let's say on TripAdvisor of a travel experience, let's say in a hotel, and a customer says, I hated my room, the air conditioning didn't work, the bed was uncomfortable, and the hotel responds and says, oh, I'm so sorry, we want to fix it, we want to make it right, I'm the manager, here's my direct phone number. The customer will be so overjoyed and shocked that the hotel responded in a humble, proactive way. This is actually the biggest opportunity to improve the relationship. So sometimes a negative customer experience and what might be perceived as friction can actually improve not only the relationship with that individual customer, but everyone watching going, wow, this is a company that has the customer experience mindset. What an amazing culture that a manager even responded to this bad review. So I think responding to both good and bad reviews can be an incredibly competitive and powerful part of your customer strategy.
Very interesting insights. Thank you, Blake.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. You can check out more of these interviews on our YouTube channel, so please like and subscribe. You can also follow us on LinkedIn and X. See you next time.